Do you know where Pretty Ugly was born?
No, I don't know where he was born.
So I'll play the clip for people to even see.
Mhm.
But to give you an example or maybe an idea, he was not born in South Africa.
Oh,
His father is South African, his mother is not South African, and he was not born in South Africa. But he lives in South Africa. He has married a South African woman and he has kids with a South African woman.
hmm,
It's very
it's
interesting,
very
ne?
interesting. I knew like at the back of my head that one of his parents were not South African. But as for him being born, like not being born here, I don't know about that. Like I thought he was born here in South Africa.
There's the video, guys.
Where are you
Just
from? Where
very
did you move from?
Afrikaners. So I was born in Angola. Yeah,
Are you
Portuguese.
Angolan?
Yeah.
Wow!
Well, my dad is South African. My mom is Angolan.
So you speak Portuguese.
Eu falo
Do you
assim.
speak Portuguese?
Só um bocadinho.
Okay, I don't know
little
what you're
bit,
saying.
a little bit, a
I
little
just
bit.
know how to say Portuguese. So I always say that.
I understand it better
Wow!
than I can speak it. When I was a kid, I spoke it more fluently. But like you kind
Wow.
of lose it along the way because you're not really speaking. There's
Makes
not many people I'm
sense.
speaking Portuguese to, and my parents never spoke Portuguese to me as well. You know.
Wait, so your dad is what then?
So my dad is Setswana Sesotho.
Okay, so when it was
African.
Sotho, that's
Yeah,
what
you
you
know.
speak. And then your mom is from Angola, so speaks
Yeah,
Portuguese.
So he was born in Angola. His mother is Angolan. His
Mhm.
father is a South African.
Interesting.
So there's people who know the Constitution of South Africa. I won't read it now, but I will put it there. But as I'm speaking, I'll be paraphrasing it for them.
Mm-hmm.
The Constitution of South Africa says that if one of your parents is a South African, but it happens that you were born in a foreign country,
Yes.
in order for you to claim South African citizenship, your parents must go to the South African embassy in that country to register you to be a South African.
Yes.
And if that was not done, that means you can't claim to be a South African if you were born outside of the country.
Mm.
And we had a very same conversation with Tutuzani Zuma the other day.
Yes.
So I'm guessing since he's spending time in South Africa, and I think he's a South African.
I think he's a South
I think his
African.
parents did the right thing.
Because if I remember properly, they by the constitution it was written if a parent has to give birth like outside of South Africa, and then the mother gives birth to the child, and then no, okay, cut it.
No, we're not cutting anything.
Okay, like let's say your mother gives birth like in Angola, right?
Mhm.
And then your father is South African and your mother is Angolan. So when your mother gives birth, if your father is there by the time of your birth, he can be regarded as a South African.
Yeah, but still they must go to the embassy of South
Oh.
Africa in that country so they can claim your citizenship.
Oh my god.
You are right. You are right. You didn't
Mhm.
make a mistake. That's what the constitution says.
Mm,
But there's people who would say he's a foreigner because he was not born here.
yes.
And
Because I think that's what like most South African kids like, as long as you are not born here, you're not South African. And if your father was not South African, that means you're not South African.
But okay, this also goes to the question of what about the kids born from foreign mothers,
Mm-hmm.
like mothers who are coming from Zimbabwe, Nigeria, who give birth in South Africa, and the father happens to be Nigerian.
Yes.
So no, the mother is South African.
Yes.
The mother is South African, and the father is Nigerian.
Yes.
So the child, because the father is Nigerian, that means the child is not South African, even though the mother is a South African and they gave birth to the child in South Africa. Or can the child, maybe if the father wants to give the child a Nigerian citizenship, they can go to the embassy of Nigeria in South Africa to register the child to have a Nigerian citizenship, and the child has two citizenships, a South African one and a Nigerian one.
I think that would be the fair thing to do.
Because that means even Pretty Ugly, he also has a citizenship of Angola because his mother is from Angola and he was born in Angola.
Yes.
That means he has double citizenship.
Yes.
He's from Angola and he's from South Africa.
I think that's fair.
And he's from South Africa by blood, by descent. And then he's from Angola by birth.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Very tricky.
So if he has double citizenship, and I'm not saying he does, but if someone has double citizenship, so are they foreigners or what?
No, I don't think they can be foreigners. Because your mom is South African. How are you a foreigner in South Africa? You're a foreigner, no? I don't think you are a foreigner.
Who, me? Both my parents are South African.
No, I'm not saying you.
Because you're making it seem like you, me, both my parents are South African. There's no way.
I'm making an example. Like let's say your mother is a Malawian, for an example, and then your father is South African, and then your mother gives birth here in South Africa, and then after some time you go to Malawi. Are you a foreigner there in Malawi?
It's very tricky because there's a lot of South African women who have kids with foreigners.
Yes.
And there's people who don't like that and they end up calling those kids foreigners, even though their mothers are South Africans.
Yeah, because I think most of the time you take your father's side. Maybe that's why I understand where they're coming from.
But most people use their mother's surname. And most foreigners, if maybe like the father is a foreigner and they would want to come to South Africa and they want to live in South Africa, they would give the child the mother's surname so the child can have a South African surname.
Yeah, because maybe in Nigeria or in Congo, there's not like much opportunities than in South Africa. So
what do we say now about those people who have taken their mother's surnames, even though their fathers are foreigners? Are they foreigners?
Yes, their fathers are foreigners. So is the child a foreigner?
So now if you are going to the surnames, you should also go to local surnames. If your mother is Tonga and your father is Zulu, but you're using your mother's surname, Makubele, but your father's surname is Zwite. So that means you can't claim anything in Limpopo. You should go back to KZN to your father.
Yes.
Now we have to ask, okay, so is it a sin to use your mother's surname? You see now where it goes. It never stops. You have to go now. Okay, we're here foreigners, it's fine. Let's speak about us here in South Africa. Some people use their mother's surname.
Yes.
So you can't claim anything about mama.
You can't claim anything.
If your mother is from Limpopo and your father is from KZN, you can't claim that you're from Limpopo. You have to claim that you're from KZN because your father is from KZN.
Yes, I think so.
Even though you live with your mother in Limpopo.
No, you can't claim that.
So you see, it becomes tricky.
No, you can. No, you can. I think you can.
It becomes tricky, you know.
Because I think most of the kids in South Africa use their mother's surname because the father did not marry their mother. Yes, that's why. And then when the father marries the mother, then the child changes.
So what about these kids who their fathers are foreigners and their parents never got married? So they automatically become their mother's kids. They take their mother's surnames and they become South African. They live with South Africans. They speak our languages and we become one with them, even though their fathers are not. So what? So we should now wake up one day and say, your father is a foreigner, you must go.
No, I don't think it's fair.
Because
That's
if you can do that to regular people, it's only a matter of time Priddy Ugly becomes a victim.
Yes.
It's only a matter of time Aaron Short
becomes a victim.
Abo Bruce,
Sasha becomes
Sasha, all of them. It's only a matter of time until people we know, people who are your favorite become Oskido. Last time I heard the story about Oskido, but I don't want to say much, but Oskido.
Now it's a different story when it comes to people that are closer to you. But when it's people from far, you want to plot, you want to judge, you want to throw your words. But now when it comes to
your favorite,
your people that are closer to you, then now it's a different story. Now you're speaking something else.
Hey, but it's interesting this thing. Man.
This is interesting. So as I said, so when you go to I'm making an example, like your father is South African and your mother is Zimbabwean or whatever. So when you go to Zimbabwe,
Now you should make example with Priddy, not me, because now you're gonna create an impression that I'm a foreigner.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, simple as that.
Okay, let's say Pretty Ugly, his father is South African, for an example, and then his mother is Malawi, and we know he's Angolan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes to Malawi. Is he now in Malawi? Is he a foreigner?
In Angola,
In Angola, is he a foreigner?
I don't know, because Angolans, if you're watching, what does the law of Angola say? Priddy Ugly was born in Angola. His mother is Angolan, but his father is a South African, and now he's residing in South Africa. He's married to a South African woman, Bontle. They have 2 kids with South African women. So when he comes back where his mother is from, like, do you guys call him a foreigner or what? I think people from Angola, they should tell us, because they are watching.
I think now it's gonna apply with the constitution. What does the constitution say
The
in
constitution
Angola? No, in Angola.
of Angola. Yeah, but the constitution of Angola can say whatever it says.
Yes.
But even South African constitution can also claim one of their own. Even if they were born in other countries, they can claim a South African. Hence, the South African constitution says if a child was born in Angola and one of the parents is South African and the parent was there during the birth, they can go to a South African embassy and register the child to be a South African. So I think it doesn't matter what the constitution of Angola says, but we must know, is he a foreigner when it comes to your country or what?
This is Pretty Ugly, right? Is he a foreigner when he goes to Angola? Nah.
But yeah, thank you for having us this side.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching up until the end. Catch me on my next video. Peace.
Thank you.